guys, so in your table folder, you should find your trees, or not your trees, your backgrounds. Sorry, you're about to make your trees. You should find your backgrounds in there. If you don't, check the box back here that says your grade. All right, so now I'm gonna take my 3 papers and I'm gonna tape them to the table. Not like I did the very first time we were working on this. I'm just gonna put a little piece of tape on the bottom or on the top, and then 2 pieces in the corner at the bottom edge. And your tape doesn't have to be perfect this time, but you do want it to be small. You don't want to cover up a lot of the beautiful painting that you made the last couple of days. Then I'm gonna turn on my artist brain. So before I even start working with the ink or the straw, which I'll show you what that is for in just a second, I'm using my artist brain to really observe what I notice about the branches or the tree shapes that I see here. I'm not too worried about the leaves or these flowers yet, because all that stuff's gonna come later. I'm mainly looking at the shapes I see here. And I might even ask myself some questions about these things that I see so that my brain really soaks up what my observations are. Then I'm gonna start blowing with the straw my tree branch or my tree as a whole onto my paper. And I'll show you how I do that in just a second. All right, so the first letter in RISE is resilience. And you're gonna have to use some resilience today and really think of this as practice and not give up on any one of these papers no matter what. And the reason we did 3 is because if you don't like one, you have another couple to work with, or maybe you just did 2, you have another one you can kind of try out. And so reflect and learn before you start your second and third one so that you're making your second and third one slightly better. Also, I'm not gonna start making my tree, decide it's awful, crumple up my paper and throw it away. I'm really gonna try and work with my mistakes like an artist would. So what you're gonna do to start your tree is you're gonna pick a part on the bottom edge and you're gonna put about a 1/4 size blob of paint. And this paint is like really liquidy. I'm kind of inspired by one of the trees I see there that starts in the corner. So this one I'm starting in the corner. Now notice that the blob touches the very edge of the paper. I want yours to do that too. Then you're gonna get down really low and to the side, like I am right here. And you're gonna gently start blowing it away from you. And you might have to adjust how hard or soft you're blowing to get the effect that you want. So I can already see that I'm kind of forming a branch here. So I'm gonna come over here and blow a little bit more. I'm gonna keep going. Kind of thinking about the shape as I create it. Maybe even looking again at my reference and trying to get ideas from it. And adjusting how I'm blowing and what direction I'm blowing based on what kind of tree shape I want to create. If I truly am running out of ink, like there's not much more I can do with this blob here. I can add some ink using, this time not 1/4 size, but probably maybe a dime, so a little bit smaller size blobs. To add to it. I want to have a pretty good sized tree, so that might take a couple of additions and some spots to really get it to go all the way across my paper. All right, so I'm gonna finish this one up, show you what it looks like when it's done, and show you some other examples that I've done already. Have fun.